Hey everyone, taking a little bit of a longer time than expected to upload the game right now. It normally takes me like 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes max, and this has been taking me like 5. But at least the progress bar is almost there, so once that gets opened, then I will start the stream. I was hoping to have it all pre-set up, but yeah, I think it's because I'm starting the stream and then opening it up, so might have to do it the other way around, figure things out like that. Yeah, struggles of streaming. Don't worry, we'll get started in a second. Sorry for the extremely long delay. My goodness. I can hear it. I can hear it happening. It's there. Alright, let's get started. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody! Dirk the Red Panda here again with We Built This City. Alright, we are in the 5th episode of it, and folks, we got quite a big looking city going here. We do still have our boundaries of like tiles and stuff. Some games I can do unlimited, but I don't want to kill our frame rate or anything just yet, so I'm doing things one step at a time, or in this case, one tile at a time. See, very important stuff. Gotta take photos of it. But yeah, this is our city so far. In the first 3 episodes, I would say, we did not have an episode 0, so we went straight into this. We built those 3 exits up there. This was our initial tile, the initial city of Springwood. Then later on, we expanded this area to its own new district on the other island. We actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I forgot we did this. We have 5. This one's a funny one. But yeah, we created in the first episode Cock County and Ball District, followed up by Springtown Midwood and Bad Dragon, and then Tight Stockings. Or it may have been Springtown, then Tight, then Bad, but then in the most recent episode, we went to the new island tile. We managed to make an intersection. As ugly as it looks, it works. And we made whatever this was called, I forgot. River Hill, sorry. Yeah, this is our newest addition to the town. We can keep expanding upon this area. I probably will leave a lot of the forestry there, but yeah, we will continue here and basically just kind of round it out so that we have a last bit of space here for our apartments, and then we can maybe expand into another district. To where? I don't know. Maybe we'll go that way? Maybe we can go a little bit east towards the weird circular intersection. We'll have to decide. We could vote on it, maybe, if we really want to, but for now, we start simple. We are going to just finish out our apartment complex here and maybe add some schooling. Let me see what we are missing. We do have an elementary school, so we are going to call this one Downtown River Elementary. And then high schools, I don't think we have here. We do have a high school over there. So our high schoolers have to be on the other side of town, but there are 2 elementary schools. We do have a River Hill Elementary School, which, if I cannot glitch out, I can show y'all. I think it might be here. There it is. River Hill. So let's get started then. We should add some parks and stuff here, give ourselves some recreation. But first we must start out simple. We gotta give ourselves a little bit of a expansion here. We're not gonna build the exit right here. We want this to be our more foresty, our more beautiful looking area here, and then over yonder, that's where we're gonna have the exit. just so we can have 2 exits in the area, one for the whatever this freeway is going to be called. We should do some freeway naming in the future. And then have one exit for here in case people live closer to this area. I know for some people in real life it's kind of like that. Like some people in a town will live closer to one freeway and then other people will live closer to the other freeway. And yes, we should expand upon this here too. So for now we're just going to do this much. And then with 2 frames per second, just keep building all this. And as usual, folks, this is still my computer that is technically 6 years old, but I've only had it for 3.5 years now. I got it back in my sophomore year of college, and I got it used because, yeah, I just was like, yeah, I want something cheap. Or, well, my dad's like, if you're getting a new computer, don't get it new. New Apple stuff sucks, or whatever. Or, like, you got really peeved about things being, like, monthly costs now, especially with, like, Adobe stuff. So I was like, okay, I'll just listen to you. And then I did that. Oh, first-time viewer. For first-time chat from a viewer. Is that an IDL or IDI? Oof, that is tough to see on my screen. I'm gonna look at this one. Okay, it's an L. Inland with a cute little bear wave. I wonder what channel that's from. Sleepy. Aw, sleeping bear. That's very cute. And hello to you. So let's get started then. I'm trying my hardest. Or I should say my computer's trying its hardest. First off, a beautiful park. Look at our very happy citizens. They're so happy they are red with happiness. Follow that up by a nice little children's park. And of course, we always have to have the dog park. Edland and Lidland. Aw. I listened to both. That's all good. So I'm gonna probably put this at the end of the block. Better safe than sorry. And then next up, I always like doing basketball courts. I think in some of these maps you can do tennis courts, but I don't know why. I haven't been able to do that as of late. At least in these last 2 maps. I found a tennis court on like one of the old maps I played, and then the last 2 I've played, no luck. Tragic, isn't it? Anyway, let's check on health. They do have healthcare, so we're good. We do have a hospital on the other side of town, and I think our retirement home is also on the other side of town. Yeah, no, we do not have a retirement home yet. Maybe we should start that. Give ourselves some old folks in an old folks home. Hey, we have just enough space for it. Right across from the park. Give them a little beauty, some scenery. And we have a children's park on the other side of the freeway. Alright. Let's start playing. Hopefully this does not kill my frame rate. Oof. There we go. Things are starting. Now our next plans are to add the highway exit here. So we have to figure out where we want to make our next road. Because we do want to have some roads here, but we want to still have one exit here. I don't want to build an exit around here with all these trees because I want to have some forestry. The forestry is very nice. So first things first, we're gonna actually build the exit itself and hopefully not phase out of existence as we try and build it. And for my freeway exits, I like to... Oof, I forgot I did something in my previous map that I was playing yesterday that I only did 2-meter elevations. But if you have a typically flat area, I recommend going for 8-meter increments. So here we have our 8M increments. And as always, you gotta change it to curvy road if you're building circles and stuff. So straight, now curved. And I'm gonna give this about... Oh, that's a bit too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dashes, and then turn that into a 6-dash circle. Make sure it's even enough. And repeat the process. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Oof. This may be a bit bigger than I expected it, but sometimes it's better to be safe than sorry if you're building a highway exit with a lot of space. Other times, you got some... Sometimes you gotta chill out a little and just be calm, but here, we got all the time and space in the world. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. One more dash. Come on, 6. Yes. There we go. That's a good road. I have to treat it like a dog at this point, because this game is doing its dogged work just to run. And I'm gonna double check after I complete the road. Okay, good, complete that. Just making sure nothing else is opened. Okay, Chrome, that. Yeah, because sometimes you don't want to have extra stuff running. I have as few things as I need to have running. Actually, that is a big lie. I could close this Twitch window. Gonna double check. I have. I'm gonna mute that site for when I raid somebody. And Streamlabs we're gonna close. I still have a YouTube window open, and I did find a new copyright-free list. Fingers crossed it is super, super copyright-free, because it did say copyright-free in the title, and I have not found enough time to look it up in the description. Non-copyrighted music. That's what we always need to make sure of. Alright, let's get back into the action. Look at this beautiful circle right above the freeway. We're gonna kinda turn. I said kinda turn. Come on, game, get your head together. And kind of build it out to that intersection there. So the big important thing is to get a ramp going. As always, I like to do the 2-lane with a middle divider in between it, just so we can make sure that there's only 2 lanes when people turn onto it. And this is going to be kind of unique, because we are going to kind of have it slightly curve. It's going to curve a little bit out towards that, so when people get on, they're going to kind of have a little bit more of a slant. I'm gonna double check to see that the slope is good. It's like a monster there, just kind of wiggling around. Ah. Okay, there we go, we're good. And I think that's enough. Maybe give it a little bit of extra room just for any bikers or slow cars that need the extra oomph. Ah, come on. And then we're gonna have it merge up there. So what I'm gonna do is build this first and move the node back a tad, just so we can properly merge. Oof. Sorry for the lagginess today. I'm not sure what's going on with my computer. It lags sometimes, but it hasn't been this terrible before. This is only like the first 10 minutes of stream. 23, sorry for being technical. Alright, so that's our intersection there. What we're gonna want it to do is kind of curve out into there. So this will be a little interesting. You have a giant intersection there. And now let's try and apply it to the other side. See what we can add there. I have to do this always to reset it. And this side over here might be a little bit taller, sorry, a little bit smaller of an intersection because this is a lot more rural in the forest. There's not as much going on there. So what we're gonna do is an interesting thing. We're gonna do a 3-lane, one going each way, and the road that intersects here will be going into the roundabout, which will make it kind of like 2 lanes going into it, 1 lane going out of it. Maybe a bit small, but I think it will work for what we need. And I'm probably gonna build like maybe a couple little neighborhoods here. It will kind of be a part of its own little land here. The more I'm thinking about this, the more I might reconsider things. For now, we're just gonna keep it this amount, but I think eventually it's gonna maybe branch out a little more because we have the train station here, and we probably want to have some train stationery going on there, give it a little bit of a port for our entire city and area. And inland redeemed hydrate, so I'm gonna quickly run and get some water. This will take me a second. I did not bring water with me this time for the stream. I had a lot of drinks before this, like I had like tea and like a protein shake earlier, so not really that thirsty right now, but might as well. The door's been slammed shut. Let's continue. Oof, that is going to be looking interesting to our viewers. And I think right here in this open land here, we might add some trees right next to the freeway to avoid noise issues, but we should add a little cul-de-sac of sorts here. Maybe not even a cul-de-sac, but just like a couple of blocks of, what is it called? Houses. Those things. Maybe we're kind of intruding a little bit into the trees. I will try and work around this. First, let's see how much space we're working with. We can add 1 block here, and maybe a 2nd block right here. Come on. This is what I was hoping for, but we might have to move that node back a twinge. There we go. Maybe we could add a little bit of a intersection here so we can have 1 more block. And it's right next to the train station. That's gonna be interesting. Okay. I also need to check to make sure we have water. That is very important. Ugh. Come on. Alright, that's looking pretty nice. So that's gonna be our tiny little neighborhood for now. We need to add more houses to the area. And so I'll click on it 3 times, incidentally, and add them. I think I might regret the size of the road here. I'm going to do a last minute adjustment. So we are going to update this. So our poor houses are going to shrink a tad, but luckily nobody's built anything yet, so we're not really evicting anybody yet, so evicting bad. Evicting games. Okay, let's fill that out. There we go. Now we'll have some beautiful housery going on here. And probably add here just a little bit more road. It's too early to be alive. Yeah, it's 3 p.m. It's too early to be alive for me. Nah, I kid, but yeah, time zones, they're crazy. And I know for people in like Asia, Australia area, it is early. Just because I know there's a streamer I watch who gives like Australian times, and it's like whenever they start, it's like almost noon, but for me it's like 6 p.m. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Worlds are weird. The Earth is weird. But let's expand here first. We might want to give ourselves a little elementary school or something here eventually, but for now I'm gonna just check that out and just add a little bit of a housing crisis. Nah, just house there. And then here we might do apartments. I'm gonna try and turn that into that. And we will need to make sure our electricity is vibing just fine. We do have some electricity there. Let's connect the two. I can make it straight. And then we're gonna add some trees. Come on, game. Don't crash on me now. I definitely need recommendations for like gaming computers. Like, what would be a good gaming computer for me? Like, obviously Alienware is like one of those like big ones, but it's like, you know, expensive. Like, I might consider it if I have the money, but it's just like, it's good sometimes to have options of like, if you don't need to buy the highest priced. Okay, I'll probably add these trees. Let's add these for now. Hopefully that doesn't mess up anything. And a little bit of shrubbery here too, just in case. And next up, we will add the exits, because a highway ramp here will need its exits. So let's start. Oh, come on, I barely tapped it. This might be too steep. I lied, that's not too steep. Good for us. Next up, this one. And I know I added some shrubbery there, but that was kind of just sprinkled around, so that was a bit accidental. So we have one way going fine. Now we just need the other side. Come on, trust with all your might. Oof, that's a bit rough. Ah, come on. Honestly, I am the type of person though, like with my time zone, that I am the person that is like, why am I awake this early? And everybody has like 10 a.m. meetings and it's like 7 a.m. for me. Okay, grab a little bit more of a node adjustment here. Move it back a smidge more. I know that might look a little ugly, but for now we have to do it because our city lines are a bit out of sorts. I can fix it with my modding tool, but first I have to kind of cheat the system a little bit because the game does not like me building outside the borders here, which is kind of one of the downfalls of like doing limited tiles. You're kind of stuck in this situation of making sure you have everything kind of consolidated. Like, this is also too steep. I could make this super curvy of an exit before I move it back. I might as well do that, but first we have to make sure it even works. Like, that is not looking good. So once again, I'm gonna kind of push it back a little bit. Just for now. And then I will readjust it later. I'm honestly betrayed by this game right now. I wish there was a hack to let me build too steep. Like, I don't care that you think it's too steep. I want to build it, and I will make it work. Let's try building from a different angle. Oh, that works. Finally. So now what we're going to do is twist this around a little bit. Move it back a little bit outside the city border, which is okay. We can always tackle this eventually. And then we can move that back a little bit. Move this up a little bit just to make it a little prettier, and we have our exits. Look at that. A beautiful highway exit, if I say so myself. But Dirk, you may be asking, what about the pedestrians? Where are they gonna walk? I don't know. I guess I'll have to build them a little pavement intersection. What I like to do is, ooh, that might be a bit high, so we go one down, and kind of look overhead, bam, and then do a little bit of fumbling and bumbling around. This should be very easy because it's flat land, but because this game is very snappy with its nodes, you gotta kind of do a little bit of playing. And I'll probably adjust this a little bit. I'll move it back a tad, because it kept rounding it up based on the snap of the node. So we're trying to center this, like that. And next up, we apply the same process to the other side of the map. Okay, that looks good. That does not look good. I honestly just hate my computer for streaming. It gets okay for visual novels, but when it comes to like actual video gaming streams, it is rough. Like, I've really wanted to get into this, but it's like, it seems like people need PCs or maybe even a newer Mac to run with this. Like, I don't know how the newest Macs would work with this, but they seem like they have the processing power with the M1 chip. Even M2 for the MacBook Air that just recently came out, but I have the Intel whatever the heck it is chip in mind still, like i7 I think. Like, this is from 2016, so I have to look it up. The CPU is much older, and this is before, yeah, Apple switched over to be like, yeah, we'll do our own chip. They thought they were so cool. And I think it pays off. I mean, they have it in their iPads and stuff, and it runs pretty smoothly. At least I have an iPad Air. It's really great for that. Even their A15 chip runs pretty well, I would say. Like, I have that in the iPhone. Like, it's weird for me to talk about how much of a, like, anti-Mac person I am with, like, getting my next computer, but at the same time, it's like a lot of my products I have now are Apple, just because. Yeah, that's just kind of what my family started me out with, and I like it for, like, phone and iPad stuff, like for drawing and whatnot. I think it offers the best drawing experience, but when it comes to actual, like, computer gaming and streaming, that's where I kind of have my worries, my issues. But hey, we got this working. Look at that. Now we just have to finish off the other side and we should be good. Excuse me, I had a little bit for lunch. So, come on, game. Move out of the way. Moving the elevation step a little bit to the side, just so we can have a little bit of a curvature here. Hopefully this doesn't give us too much anarchy problems or whatever. I don't think it should, but we'll just do this for now. And once I fix this here, we can apply our road laws. Okay, that's 1, 2, there we go. Bam. And now apply to the road. Double bam. And now let's connect here, and that's perfect. We're looking great. Now we just have to apply our road laws and make sure that some of these do not apply, because these cars should just keep driving no matter what. And this lane here in the middle should not turn anywhere. In fact, none of these should turn. People should just keep walking on along and driving on straight. So this is a no turn, straight away intersection. So we're gonna delete those 2 arrows and just make lanes 2 and 3 go straight. Sorry, I clicked this like 3 or 4 times and it's like not recognizing my decisions. So let's turn around, apply the same to the other side, and we should be great. We should be grandiose. Now let's apply the junction laws. Sorry, the junction laws are here. This is the car ban function. So, come on, junction. Take your time. We are going to eliminate crosswalks there so people can only walk here. Just so people don't have to get in the way of the roundabout and worry about getting hit by a car. Cars are scary. And now let's apply the ban to the road. So we're gonna apply the ban to that entire road, this entire road. So now 1/2 is done. Let's apply it now to the other half. And basically just rinse, wash, repeats on the other side, or however the phrase goes. So let's get started then. This will be another straightaway road. The reason why I leave this middle gap road in but turn off the lane arrow, as I'll show you here, is just for people who want to get access to stuff that's on the left side of the road but not on the pedestrian part. I just think that it's better for, like, if you have a hospital or some big building there, it's important to have the intersection still apply. Like, people should still be able to turn left. Next step, junction. Cancel and cancel, and that should be everything. Let's zoom out super fast and without any good control. There we go. And those are our little lone people on the other side of the town. They might get their own town. We might do a thing here where it's like a train intersection. I'm not too sure, but we should have a train station there. I think it will be important to have like a train access there just for people to come in and out of the town. We do not have an airport yet, which we could eventually do. I just don't think that's something we should do just yet with our 10,000 population. Maybe if we double, we could do that. So where do we go from here? Well, let's add some road. Or sorry, let's add some commercial. People will need their shopping and stuff, so that is very important. We might add a little bit of something here at this intersection if nobody builds a shop there. Luckily, nobody's built there yet, so we're gonna like kind of just have that just kind of scraggling there for now, like nothing too important's going on just yet. I will add the water there just so we have that set up. And that will be ready for when we expand the area. For now, we don't have much to work with. We do have a mountainous area we could add upon. But yeah, for now, it's just, we could just kind of leave things as they are. I cannot speak. Leave as is. Maybe we could add a little bit of a kind of stuff here in this blue area. But for now, let's just make sure our town exists properly. Ah, come on, game. Be patient with me. Alright, so this is a dilemma I have. If we should add another road here. If you have too many roads, it's gonna be kind of a slow area, but at the same time, we could add some more housing. Housing is in high demand. We should at least add housing here, just to kind of complete this pattern. And then here would probably be, maybe, we could add some officery, just because offices are in demand right now. There we go. But yeah, from there, not too sure what to do. Kind of in a dilemma of what to add in the middle here. We have space, but at the same time, it could then become too clogged. Oof. I do not know what to add here. Maybe we could add some, I don't know. Let's just add some commercial. Yes, commercial. Just for the sake of it. It zoom out super far by hitting a button for 2 seconds. There we go. This is what we got so far. A nice looking island so far. Peninsula thing. What is this? Let's zoom out. Kinda is a peninsula. Where does it go to? I do not know. But yeah. We do not have a district for the upper area over yonder. We could start that actually. Just not too sure. Let me see how it looks before I commit anything to paper. Or computer, whatever this thingamaroo is. And this is kind of the edge of River Hill. Subscriber. Oh, somebody subscribed to my YouTube channel. Thanks for the subscription, Wooby. I don't think YouTube notifications pop up here, unfortunately, so I will have to, yeah, figure that out. I've been hoping to kind of evolve myself more onto Twitch, but yeah, I'll have to play around with seeing if I can do YouTube notifications. Let me just double check first that it works, because if I do it... Subscriber. Okay, I think I just have to change over to my YouTube account when I adjust settings for that. Okay, good, it works. I wasn't sure because Wooby did not appear on my OBS test studio window here, so I was a bit scared. I was a bit terrified. Alright, so where to go from here? Well, I might just do a silly little thing. I think, just for gits and shiggles, we're gonna add a four-way type of intersection here. Some might think I'm crazy for doing this. They're not wrong. Look at that, kind of rough on the eyes, but it gives us more housing. And I could adjust the curve of this a little bit, because oof, that does not really bend that well. But I think for now it's just, it is what it is, and it does give us enough spacage for apartments and stuff. So we're gonna add on to that. Oh, I did forget to add some water system there, so we're gonna have to intersect that. Not too hard. There we go. Now we're gonna add more residential. These are gonna be our apartments because they're closer to the highway. So we want to have kind of more people in the way to kind of affect the space. And add some here too. Bam. I said bam, dang it. And a tiny little one there. And over here we're gonna probably add some stores. Just cause having stores right off the highway is always nice. And okay, why not? We're just gonna add a little more office-y here. And that should be good for now. We are really building up over here, actually. Not sure if I should add an elementary school. Like, we do have our high school all the way over there. I think once Brook Hills gets bigger, we will add a high school somewhat closer to the river here. Like, over there, if you can kind of see my little blue dot. But for now, this is just kind of our makeshift area. And everything's looking pretty smooth so far. Which I'm very happy about. It is doing its purpose. People are not... Yeah, oops, a little too much of a zoom in, but people are using this little middle way here. And then cars are using the upper way there, and it's looking fantastic. I wonder what that could be. Ah, well. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's move on over to our River Hill area. I think last time we were considering adding mountain housing there, just for people to have a pretty little view up there, give them something up in the hills. The hills do have eyes. So, let's start with a road. Yes, these are roads. Okay, and they're more residential, tiny roads. Oh my god, that was terrifying. Jesus. That was a bit rough. I think I know what you're going for, but... Sorry, I'm trying to find where I can, like, replay that, because, oops, that was... Ugh. I have to turn off the sound box. Sorry about that. Let me go to my dashboard. I'm gonna go over to my recent events. That might be where I can replay it. No. Maybe it's my Twitch. I'll go to my Twitch channel. And apologies if you hear something for a second. I'm just gonna go to the creator dashboard. I should have gone to the channel. Whatever. You live, you learn, you do regret. Alright, so we are here. Maybe I can replay what just was said, because, yeah, I don't want you to waste your redemption. I'd feel very bad. Can I replay it? Please? Give me a second chance. If not, I'll just replay it for you. Okay, that cannot be good. Let me check out my other one. Okay. I think we might have to turn off the soundboard, unfortunately, for now. Sorry about that, folks. Redemptions are just not good with City Skylines for some reason. So we're just gonna continue working on this for now. I think it was more than a bit unpleasant, so yeah, I do apologize for that. Sorry, this computer cannot process a game and stream at the same time. So I'm just building the first big thoroughfare here. And after this, we can work on our little blocks and stuff. Alright, so that should be good for now. We'll add sewage and all that stuff later. So that's our main road that we're gonna have here. It's way out of town. Oof. Maybe we might want to turn it into something there with the highway exit. We'll figure that out later. But for now, we are just going to kind of work on the initial roading here. Sorry about that. My game is getting a little bit too erratic. And welcome to anybody who just joined. I am just building this city one step at a time. Or I should say 1 frame per second at a time. Alright, next step. Add something yonder. Oh god. Oh goodness. There we go. That's 1 cul-de-sac. I'm gonna add another cul-de-sac here just for now, because I don't think we're gonna have a room to put like another park or elementary school up right there. Maybe on the flatter part, we could like here. That is my next goal, is to, yeah, add some parkage in school. Alright, so my plan here is to probably add the park first. But I would say first we should add some water and stuff here just so we can get a system going. Yeah. And also, if anybody wants to do like I cannot speak, reward redeems. If anybody wants to do reward redeems, alliteration there. My game right now, City Skylines, is having issues with kind of the CPU and giving it time to process that reward. So for City Skylines, I might discourage that, but for anything else that I play on here, like visual novels and stuff, I can still do rewards and stuff. Luckily, that doesn't take up as much CPU as this. A lot of these like bigger construction games will take up a lot of processing power. So I do apologize for that. I just want to advise people so they can like save up and like not like have to waste their points here. Okay, maybe I kind of got a little carried away here. Alright, so let's get back to adding parks and stuff. So my first goal was to add a park. And that is not a park, that is a school. First up, the main park. I always like adding the big grandiose large park, just because it's so comfy, I think, for people that live there. Give them a little bit of a reason to live here. A motivation in life. Maybe we can add a little thing here so that people can kind of turn and have a cul-de-sac at the end there too. There we go. And then we add the park. And the dog park too while we're at it. Maybe the dog park should go last. We'll add... Let's add the basketball court first, this time. Be a little special. Make it unique. And I would add a tennis court here if this game allowed for it. But some maps, I don't know why, it just doesn't pop up. Which is a shame, but... You kind of have to work with what you get, so... Oh well. I even know in some of these maps, it's like the elementary schools and the high schools will look different depending on the terrain of the area. There we go. We're already getting some housing just to fix our electricity issue. And I crack and stretch my body even without the redeem just because I want to. I do what I want. Alright, so that's gonna be the top up there. We do have our public library down here, so I shouldn't worry about adding a public library just yet. Other than that, I may rezone our River Hill. So let's start with this. And then we could probably make Brook Hills here a little more expansive. Let's bring it out and just basically make it this corner here. I think we might be better off making it a corner situation where one corner of the peninsula is River Hill, the other side is Brook Hill. And look at that. A nice, massive Brook Hills. I could play around with this a little bit, make it more half and half, but whatever. It's not a big deal. Just kind of keep it as square as possible. It's as square as possible. It's like messing around. Alright, we're still trying to expand housing there, so that might take some time for the electricity to catch up. But at least we're only losing $970 for our profits, so not terrible. I think our next agenda here is going to be adding a school, because we do have a school down there, but this area here will eventually need an elementary school. And I'm going to put a little bit more in the middle. Let me just zoom out yonder, and yeah, we're probably just going to add it somewhere here just so people will have a good amount of access to it on both sides of the neighborhood. And our electricity should connect them all, so that's good. Aw, it's like your home. Isn't that sweet? There are some neighborhoods like that around where I live where they're very windy and in the mountains. And that's what I'm taking inspiration from. It's a very SoCal thing. I bet it also applies to other states and countries, but here in Southern California, we do have many places like this that kind of have some mountain sprawling. So first, let's... Ah! So sorry. Sorry to make you all dizzy. I apologize a lot on here, so take note of that. Maybe we could add a little bit of a turn here into a cul-de-sac. Because why not? I think that's enough. That's enough of a cul-de-sac. I'm debating if I should add a high school here, because we do have the high school down there. I think for now we're just going to kind of keep it as housing. But it would be nice, like, eventually when we have more high schools and stuff in the area. It'd be cool if you could add, like, school competitions like you do for universities, but I don't want to add a university just yet. Or you do have a community college, but, like, the full-on university package, which I do have, I want to save that for when we have a really big town. Next agenda is more homes. Tech corporations find safe haven. Too many low taxes. Okay, let me raise our taxes then on our corporations, because yeah, corporations should have to pay their fair share. Don't you all agree? Ah, come on, game. Give me something to work with here. I'm just gonna start cussing out the game. Alright, let's get the taxes going. Policies, here we go. Pay them taxes. Alright, taxation. We're not doing a tax relief on offices anymore. Elon Musk, I am sorry. Actually, you know what? Elon Musk, eat your heart out. Elon Musk. No one asked for the Musk. And I will keep maybe a tax relief on low density housing at the moment, so. Yeah, we're gonna keep it as that. In city planning, I don't think there is a free healthcare situation, otherwise I would do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna be sorry to him. Screw that. Yeah, we should have a recycling program. Just cuz. I said we should have a recycling program. There we go. Come on, game. And these are citywide policies, so the entire, all our little districts will get this. I could go to our individual districts and add unique policies to each of them, but I like to keep everything to the whole area for now, not leaving it to the states. Oh man, you could tell where I'm coming from at this point. I'm gonna spread that out. Sorry, I'm grunting really hard in this game because it's like going 5 frames a second. And anything I do in here becomes a super exaggerated motion, despite barely tapping on the screen. Or the keyboard, per se. Alright, so that is our River Hill. It's a triangle. Sorry, a little more... Whoops, did not mean to do that. Sorry, Daffodil Heights, or whatever you are. Daffodil Heights. You won't exist anymore. There we go. River Hill is a triangle shape. And then King Park here is still in the Bad Dragon kind of area. I'm just going to kind of round that out a little bit. There we go. Look at that. Pretty area. And let's add some more housing. We are so close to like closing the gap here. It's so frustrating. It's like just short. So I'm gonna add more housing. Oh shoot, I did not mean to do that. Or did I? No, not really, but I think it'll be fine. I did give a tax incentive, so more people should come here. You would think. And this is what we got so far on this peninsula. I think I will probably add maybe an exit or something kind of around the left side of that freeway, just so people can have like a shortcut to get home if they're living closer to the other freeway. So let me just turn a little bit. The only unfortunate part is that we do have to knock down some trees to do so. And I really do love this mountainous view and housing we have. It's kind of like closed off in its own area, which I think is kind of fun, given that right where I am, I'm in a very sprawly type of area here that's like in a flat part that's below the hills, so it's like, yeah, I'm just, yeah, surrounded by a lot of housing and stuff. I would like to have my space, please. Oh no, we're losing more profits. We're losing 5 grand now. 5.4 grand. $5,405. Yikes. Maybe we do need to add some storage. Storage. My little pun. I'm very punny today. Oh, that's what I left that open for. We're gonna add a road. A special road to commemorate. What are we commemorating? Myself. We do have to unfortunately knock some trees down here. But it will give us some access to kind of a housing situation here where we kind of connect things that, yeah, give us a little bit more opportunity for stores and stuff. So we're going to do that. Give ourselves... It's kind of a weird intersection, but you live, you learn. And it seems like offices are in demand, so we are going to add a couple offices there. But we are going to mostly go for stores. Okay, one side's gonna be stores, one's gonna be offices, and we're gonna see which one wins out. Alright, and that is our area so far. River Hill is coming along great. And Brook Hills looks to be expanding too. You might want to add a little more officery here. Let me just look over there, see if I want to do anything. Don't know if I want to make this a 5-way intersection. That might be a little bit overkill. So we're going to remove some of this here, a little bit of this here, and replace with offices, because it seems like offices are a big boom right now. Even with the removal of our tax incentive, people just want to work here. Nobody wants to work these days. Hate that whole motto. It's just an old person right to be like, my generation's better than yours, or older people are better than younger people because we are more employed. It's like, well, you've been in the field for 30 years, or you've been the leading people for more years, so come on. Don't fake yourselves out. Exactly. No one ever wanted to work, and that is the point of being paid. Yes, that is why I'm interviewing. It's like, even when I do talk with companies, it's like, yeah, I like the company or the environment. I'm not really doing it because I'm like, oh, I can't live without having a work family. Ugh, grossest thing ever. But it's like, I like having a good work environment around me and good people. It's just, I clock in, I want to have, you know, a nice environment, but I don't need to be doing all the extra stuff and being like, let's do not family, but like coworker party days or whatever, or all these extra things. I just, yeah, want to check in with people, do the work, and then get out and have my fun. So yeah, I am applying for a company that I worked with before, and it just reminded me of that because I just interviewed with them today. And that's what I did today. Interview, followed by getting lunch, and... oh, this is gonna sound so silly, but... I won a single digit of the lottery. And here in California, we have this thing called Mega Millions, where it is, like, you get... It's basically like a 5-number thing, where it's like there's 5 lottery numbers, 0 to like 70 or whatever, plus a lucky... yellow ball or whatever. I think they call that the Mega Ball. Mega Ball. Anyway, so what happened was I bought like 3 numbers worth or 3 rows worth, so I was like $6, and I was just like, okay, well, that's the worst that can happen. I just had some extra money, like, just, you know, $6. I'm not gonna act like I have money, but, you know, just a couple bucks to just kind of spend on it, because the jackpot was like 800 million, something ridiculous. And so the numbers come out yesterday, and I only get the mega number, this yellow number. So normally, if you only get one number, you don't win anything. You have to get 3 or more typically to win something. Unless you get the mega number. If you get the mega number, you could only have 2 or 1 or 0 of the 5 other numbers and still win money. That's what happened to me. I had 0 of the 5 numbers, but I got the mega number. So I ended up going to the place I got the lottery ticket, and I was like, do I get anything for this? I give them my lottery ticket thing, and they're like, oh, here you go. Here's $2. I was like, yes, $2. So technically I lost money, but at the same time, I was in an interesting scenario where I needed to get a new med for something, just personal reasons, and luckily, the med was only $1.50. I just went to the store right after that to pick up the prescription, and I just spent the $2 I won on the lottery on this med. Like, look at that. State-funded healthcare, baby. Woo! Oh, that was great. Yeah, that's nice. That was a very nice situation. And that is story time with Dirk. I'm hoping more people build here, so... Ooh, a lot of cars are coming in. Might have to make this road a little more expansive. I might sacrifice the integrity of the road. But I think it's fine. I don't think it's too terrible. Oh, people are starting to build. Good. But we're losing a little less money. Anyway. We're gonna zoom out and see where to build next. We could add high schools and stuff and whatever else on the left side of this and make it its own district eventually, but I think for now we're just gonna kind of stick with what's going on here in the Brook Hills. Next objective, train station. We might have to knock down a few trees to build this, but I think having a passenger train station so people out of town can come here via train will be fun. It will be very delightful. So, next step, train. Trains. And it will have to be kind of built the other way, so we might have to add some road first. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Don't know how far the road has to be exactly, so we'll kind of play with it. Think about 4 blocks of roadage, or the acres, or whatever these squares are. Don't know if they're acres, but we'll just assume they are for now. I am not a city skylines expert, or, well, real estate expert in general. If I was a real estate expert, I would be chaotic evil. Well, not because of my morals, but just being a real estate agent is just chaotic evil, period. Okay, I think that's good. We are going to unfortunately have to destroy the train roads here, so these 2 jobs we're gonna have to remove and institute a train. Yeah. Oh, I can't like build right on top of it. Okay. We're gonna kind of put it here. We might have to do a little bit of a wiggling around with the train road. Oh geez, we are low. Hopefully this works. I'm a bit worried. Ah, trains. Why is there only one per hour where I live? Heh, at least you have trains near where you live. I have to drive like 20 minutes just to find a train station. They're all like in the valley for me. They're like either all in the valley or like completely far away from civilization. Come on. There we go. A little bit of a ramp, but a necessary evil. Next, we have to kind of connect this little doozy here. And the distance is too short, so we are going to have to do a little bit of a spine curvature. Somebody's back is going to be broken. Gutter, gutter. Throw it into the gutter, my dear boy. Along with the cargo. Ugh. That was very unjolly of you. Help. Help, my dear boy. Help me build the train station. My boy, Winston, the slope is too steep. What am I even doing? I'm kind of shocked it's still too steep, but I guess the game says so. My boy Winston, I fixed the train station. Alright, now we need to add water. Sorry. Water? There we go, we got our water. I swear, British people hate pronouncing T's the same way French people don't like pronouncing S's in anything. It's like, you look at a French word and you're like, oh, that has an S at the end of it, and it's like, S's? Nah, we don't say those. We don't talk about S's. Okay, that is our train station connection. We should add a few things there, but for now it's looking pretty nice. I'm debating if I should add a roundabout here, but I think I will. And here's what I'm gonna do. This may seem kinda silly. Very silly, my dear boy. This might be humorous. This might be meme, my dear Winston. Winston, get me the memes. Oh, hello, Tazel! Oh my gosh, great to see you! So if anybody does not know, I do D&D every other Sunday, and Tazel is one of my co-players. Who's following me? Oh my god, Tazel, thanks for following me. That's so nice of you. Welcome to the Dork Squad. And yeah, hope you enjoy your stay. Yes, Tazel is a very fun person and is a rootin' and tootin' cow bunny in our world. For D&D, that is. Tazel's Sona is not a bunny. There's something else. I forget exactly what. I do know they are a tour. Not a minotaur, but some sort of tour. Let's go on a tour then. I'm here only for a little bit, but must attend Good Bean Street. Oh, they're too kind. Also, for context, in my campaign that I'm playing with Tazel, I am a hyena paladin with a heart of gold. And maybe a brain the size of a walnut, but we don't talk about that. It's a good time. Alright, there we go. Beautiful roundabout with trees in the middle. Love it. Ah, come on. The roundabout's for people who want to, like, just U-turn at the end or be like, nah, I'm going to leave the train station. Alright, so next on the agenda. I will shout out Tazel though in a sec. I just need to get my setup here. And I should save, because saving helps. Saving saves. Game's a bit laggy. Oh shoot, I could have just done it on my phone. Alright, so if anybody doesn't already know, yeah, Tazel has their own channel, so check out Tazel's channel. Oh my gosh, it's right in the description. 4-armed blue vixen. Or blue hextor vixen. Interesting. Either way, 6 paws. I do like that concept of being like a tour with like the four paws, like what is it, like not quadriplegic, jeez. Quadra, like just, yeah, 4-leg type of character where it's like you have that and then also kind of the upper body. More tour for your buck, exactly. I love that. I might play around with that as a character concept someday. My brain is just floating around with too many lost ideas. And I'm only starting to get more motivated just now as I am kind of reevaluating things with those beds I talked about earlier. Thank you, State Lottery. Alright, let me just... That is a little bit narrow. We're gonna kind of expand on that. Train station in the district. We got a new train station. Trains. Yeah, I forget exactly what Tazel does, but they do a lot of gaming. I'm looking at the about page, I'm so sorry. Oh shoot, I just left my own stream. There we go. I need to have this just in case anything happens again. Ooh, you're making burgers. Ah, enjoy those burgers. Love to hear what kind of burgers you make. Good burgers are good. Sometimes I get into a burger mood. Enjoy burger. Burger. Alright. Yep. Yeah, take care, Tazel. I am gonna be here for the next half hour, I think. After that, I probably have to cook dinner myself too. And I don't know what else I'm gonna do in this game right now. I'm just, yeah, kind of padding some time out. I don't want to keep people here for too long. Easy living in the suburbs. The only thing missing now is an automated grocery delivery network. I wonder what world you live in. Ooh, pizza day. Nice. Got work off on a Wednesday? Awesome. Love to hear that, Blazed. Work on a Wednesday. Interesting time frame for some people. My last job was a typical Monday through Friday. And then my internship was kind of a... it was unpaid, so we didn't really have a work time. We just met like on Tuesdays. Tuesdays or Wednesdays? We met once a week and we're just like, okay, let's see how the project's going. Project okay. we're adding some more roadage. Maybe we could add some stores here, too. Just got to see how this mountain works. Maybe we could change this road up a little bit, like upgrade it to this road here. Oh, Thursday for you. It's Thursday for you. Yeah, it's weird. Being in California is weird. We're always behind everybody on times. Like, everybody's like, oh, we celebrated New Year's already, or we celebrated Christmas, and it's like the day before for us still. Oh, man. It always feels weird to be here, because it's like we're always last on everything. Especially with meetings with people in, like, Australia, India, Thailand, Indonesia. I don't know. Like, all those, like, places there, it's like the following day for them. Well, for us, it's like, shoot, you're still trying to like talk to you at like 8 a.m. our time. That was another thing about my last job. I hated the 8 a.m. work times. Sometimes, or like 3 to 4 days a week, we would have like 8 a.m. meetings just because like our clients would be in different time zones, and it was pain. It will pain. Okay, that's a bit far. Is it actually? This might work. I'm gonna try and add a road exit here so we can connect up there. Just for the sake of it. Just for the lulz. Like they all say, like all them kiddos say. Like them children say. Oh god, I'm becoming more and more senile as I'm saying that. Holy anymore, and I'll actually grow gray hair. Okay, that's a bit too long. Yeah, even living in America here for our time zone, it's like we have like 4 time zones, and the furthest is like Eastern Standard Time. I know Canada has like 5 or 6. But yeah, for me here, it's like, I'll talk to people that are on the Eastern time zone, it's like, they have to go to bed still, and I'm like, oh, it's only 11 p.m. here. Okay, that is good. We could do an intersection here. Oof. Let me get a better perspective, sorry. Sorry. Oh, come on. Connect, dang it. Connect! There we go. Being a restaurant worker is easy in that regard. You only really need to worry about when people are walking in the door. Oh yeah, on the flip side, weekends are absolute hell. Oh, I bet. I am sorry to hear about that. That sounds painful. I'm gonna make this big. Better safe than sorry. Okay, zoom out a little too much there. And then we see here that we could add some roadage for our, like, kind of our little side stores and whatnot. This is gonna be kind of its own little outlet. We have a bunch of trees in between. Very lovely, ain't it? Oof, that's interesting. Let's just say that. But hey, at least we now can have our outlets and stuff on this side of the road. Ah, come on. Road. Why no work? Oof, going back to like 2010 memes. I think the Why You Know thing was like a 2010, 2012 meme. I don't even remember anymore. Back in my day, meme popularity or meme trends would last for months, even years. Now it's just like something will just maybe last like a couple weeks if lucky enough. Like, it's like last year or 2020, it was like we could like trend the meme of the month. It was like just that. It was like that quick. Alright, now I'm gonna work on the other side here. Ah, sorry folks. I am debating something. Do I want to just suplex the road? Sorry. Do I want to go over the road like this? Asking for a friend? And then this will then kind of merge into something that can then like, be its own roads and stuff. Yeah, and then that could be like stoplights and everything, and I'll upgrade or update the road here just so we can have that eventually work out. It's just up there, we can't have the middle lane be something. Turn. Oh, you got burger! Awesome! You said you made the burger? Or, oh, getting your burger. Ah, getting a burger is always nice. I haven't gotten myself a burger in a while. My mom's been on a bit of a health kick just for, like, her bones and stuff, and so she's made some really good stuff with it, but at the same time, it's like I'm not having as many, like, fatty things, like fries or burgers. If I do, it's like I have to do it with my dad, or just me and my dad on our own time. Come on, game. There we go. Ooh, toaster oven, I love it. Got a toaster oven in the house too. It's so good. It's really good for like making fries and tater tots. But yeah, today I probably will actually have a burger because my family also does HelloFresh. I got them hooked on it when I was living on my own and gave them like a meal kit or whatever, because I think it's like you could do one of those things where it's like, suggest a meal kit for your family or whatever, or your friends, and get like 5 meals free or whatever it is. And so I recommended it to them and they got hooked on it because of me. And this week we forgot to just choose what to have, and so as a result, we got burgers for one of our meals, and it looks pretty good actually. It's just, unfortunately for my mom, who's kind of in a health conscious habit, it's like she has to kind of figure ways around it or have an alternative thing. Feel bad for her with that, but she's making it work, and we're working with her too to like not be like making it too painful for her to be like, let's eat all the unhealthy stuff in front of her, make her feel bad. Oh, that would just be evil. But no, I'm a good child. But that's so cool you cooked your burger, Tazel. I hope it tastes good. I wonder what kind of burger it is. If you don't mind me doxing your burger. Tofu turkey Thanksgiving. Oh boy, tofu turkey. I've not heard too good of stuff about tofu and turkey. Like, or tofu turkey or whatnot. I've heard of just tofu on its own, and that's fine. Okay. Just checking that works. I'm gonna do something kind of unique here. It's a 90-10 hamburger with salt and pepper on a bagel with sharp cheddar and mustard and pickles. I am not a mustard and pickle guy, but I'm glad you got them. I'm glad you got everything you want on there. I do like the idea of the sharp cheddar cheese and stuff in the bagel. I do love artisan buns. I will gladly have yours. I had a bad experience with mustard as a kid, so that's part of it. And pickles, I'm just kind of not a pickle fan. Just doesn't hit me right. I don't vibe with the pickles. Alright, so let's just raise that one. And zoomies out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. We don't talk about oh no. Okay, let's see if this can be worked with. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of an adjusting because our road is a bit tangled, I'd say. I'm trying to make it so that this can descend smoothly for bikers and walkers and just pedestrians. Oh no, that's the wrong type of road. I have to do that sometimes to just... Ooh, that's gonna... that's gonna kinda work. It's a bit ugly. Oof. I think I have an idea. I do have to elevate this. So this is like 2 elevations. So let me see, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, and 3, and we can go for an upward elevation. This toaster oven actually has a temperature probe option. Ooh, that's nice. Sounding very fancy there. So I made sure my thick burger was cooked perfectly medium rare. Ah, no guessing. I love that. Medium rare is like my favorite thing to cook for anything. I like everything medium rare. Come on. Sometimes I will like things on a little bit of a rare side. But yeah, in general, I will just prefer to keep it as is with that medium rare. Not too risky, not too rare, or well, not too risky, not too burnt. Okay. That's good. Okay, once again, I'm gonna kind of do a zoom in. Fingers crossed it does not break my game. Yeah, this is very interesting to work with. Beef is medium rare. Pork and chicken is medium level. Seafood's medium well. I never really thought about like cooking things medium well or medium with chicken and stuff. I just cook it so that it's like, you know, not pink on the inside or not raw on the inside. Yeah, I never really thought of a specific medium wellness or anything for it. Those are much harder, I'd say, to cook. Checking that is level as level can get. A bit crooked, but I can fix that. We can do this, folks. We got this. Come on, believe in me. Believe in me, yeah. There we go. there. And we will have a middle intersection for all 4 of these paths. Maybe a little more? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, well, for me, yeah, for the chicken and stuff. Yeah, that's all good. I don't mind. I just never thought about that. Could be interesting. Oof. Crooked Road. My enemy. We must fix the road. Okay, I'm liking that. Turn, we bend, turn and bend, and now go for the other side to complete it. I think this is turkey. I think this is turning out well. You got me thinking about turkey now. Ah, come on. Nah, it's not liking this. Or, well, it's kind of liking it, but it's like trying to do it a certain way. And that's fine, it's just I was hoping it would be a little more cooperative. And then on this side, we turn up. Perfect, we did it. Look at that. I could move the road a little further back to give a better incline for our pedestrians, which I will do. But yeah, look at this. Look at the beauty of civilization. Society. There we go. I think that's good enough. I'll just turn that in a little bit. Perfect. Ooh. Maybe it's a little crunchy here, but I like it the way it is. Sometimes you need a little crunch in your roads. Alright, now we have to do our junction law so cars don't drive on our pedestrian roads. You would think in a game where it gives you pedestrian roads, you would be able to just not have cars drive on them, but you know what? This game gives you the option to have cars drive on your pedestrian roads. I don't know why, but I guess. Apply to the entire road. I think some of these exceptions are for like fire trucks and whatnot. Like, I guess it makes sense if you're like building a no-car neighborhood, but yeah, for the most part, really bad kind of situation. Sometimes you kind of want to just have the game automatically decide that for itself, because otherwise it just gets really messy. Gets kind of grody with the game setup. This game knows what drivers are like. There will be idiots who drive on the shoulders and think that they're smart. Those are the people with brains the size of walnuts, in my opinion. But yeah, people do the dumbest things. I remember going in like 5 o'clock traffic one time, and this idiot just drove on the shoulder just because they thought they were so smart. And there was like a police car around, and they got busted. So nice. Another time there was a situation where it was like late at night for me, and there's this road where it was like, no U-turn or whatever. and this car just like sped up to the thing. You turned and didn't even stop at the stop sign. There was a cop right behind me. It just pulled the person over. Oh man. That was just... yeah. Not a fan of cops, but boy. Sometimes people do get stupid prizes and play stupid games. Yeah, honestly, I kind of did cheer internally. I don't remember cheering out loud. I also remember I was running late for something at that same time too, so I was a little more panicked. Okay, that's good. I sometimes wish I could just push a button and be a cop for 30 minutes just to give jerks like that a surprise. Oof. That would be nice. Honestly, isn't that what off-duty cops are? Basically just civilians that could just do that and be like cops for 30 minutes. Ah, it's so silly. So silly. We live in a silly world. We live in a silly society. But I get to choose when I'm on duty. Yeah. Alright. I think we got that road situation all set up. You might have to add some stoplights here. Yep. Stoplights initiated. I think we'll add our final, like, residential road around here-ish. Just to give a little bit of consistency. Or here, actually. Just for a good sake of closure to the neighborhood. And then cars can just kind of turn in and turn out from here. There we go. So beautiful. Oh man, it's nearly 10 a.m. for you. Yeah, have a good breakfast. See you around, Blaze. Ah, come on. There. Easy. Easy there. Ah, I have to readjust. That's looking pretty good. Maybe we could add another block or two into here. And then we should be good for the day. I think I'm gonna probably end things here after I do this. Just so we could have something to kind of work off of next time. This is gonna be a smaller block of houses. Maybe I regret that decision. this is still a triangle. We could kind of end the triangle at the intersection here and turn it into another city, district, whatever we like to call it. I think that'll work out for us. I have to edge out this a little bit. Ah, shoot, that's too much. We'll just kind of leave it at this. There we go. Oh, won't you look at that? Got a nice few group of cities and stuff. And districts. I think we're becoming a nice place. We're only losing 2.2 grand now. Stretching again, cause oof, feeling a bit tight. Alright, let's add the housing, and I think we will close things in a bit after this. As fun as this is, I do want to eventually get some rest and cook to make my own burger. Yeah, I'm trying to get myself into more of a consistent routine in general. And sometimes streaming can kind of throw off the scheduling if I go for too long. The only exception I really make are for visual novels where I haven't played the update beforehand. But with those, I tend to really kind of scrape out a big chunk of my schedule to do it, so yeah. These chill streams I like to kind of have more scheduled, more precise. And we'll leave that extra space just for now. Yeah. I think we will probably call it a day here. This is what we worked on for episode 5. We have a mountainous area. We have a little Brookside, Brook Hills, whatever this is called, and a train station. We have expanded upon our beauty of a city, Springwood. And we pause on the 6th actually, of July 2027. We will save here and call it a night. And I do think the music stopped because I ran out of time for it, so we will play it out and yeah, play it for the outro of things. So, yeah, we saved, and we're gonna quit, and hopefully our reactions and stuff are fixed. So I'm just gonna play this one more time. I now have toast and meds. Awesome. Glad to hear. Well, now we are actually going to be ending, so sorry to kind of cut you off there as you're just coming back. But yeah, we have expanded upon our Springwood town with our funny little names and some more serious names. It's coming out to a nice and strong, prosperous area. But yeah, we're gonna look for somebody to raid and call it there. I myself will have to get dinner soon, or at least get it running, and just keep it at that. So let's see what channels are available to raid. Ooh, we got Cider, we got Kip, we got Bruno, and Kabu. Alright, folks. Any suggestions? I like Cider. Cider's really chill. He's got a soothing voice. So I guess we will be rating Cider. So as usual, I will do my send-off. Actually, I should wait for this to quit. Oh boy. City Skylines is really juicing up my CPU. I don't even know how much like gig of like CPU I have or RAM I have on my computer. I'll have to check that afterwards. But yes, we will be raiding Cider after this computer can quit through City Skylines. But yeah, I really appreciate everybody coming, so yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to quit through this, unfortunately, so might as well do it sooner than later. So I'll do my outro as usual. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care, folks.